humanity united, health and longevity abound. Osho further explained, "That is why I say the new human represents the greatest revolution ever to occur in this world. It is unavoidable because the old humans must die. They have decided and committed to self-destruction. Let them die peacefully. Those with rebellious hearts should sever ties with the old humans and become saviors, creating a Noah's Ark and the beginning of a new world. Knowing the pain of the old world, we can avoid all suffering, jealousy, anger, war, and destructive tendencies. We can undergo complete transformation, creating innocent, loving humans who breathe freely and help each other. We can create an environment where every person is honored and respected for who they are, not for any ideal or value. The new humans will become the essence of this earth." Towards the Lifechanyuan Era. Siafeng, June 19, 2007. A human life is infinitely precious. Each year is like golden flowers, each day like pearls. To live is to strive for the highest realms of life and existence, wasting no time, squandering no moments, letting life shine brilliantly, and filling it with vitality. So that when we look back at the end of our journey, we regret neither idleness nor worldly compromise, but feel pride in having lived with brilliance, and honor in contributing our talents and efforts to humanity's highest ideals. Creating the Lifechanyuan Era is today's most noble, magnificent, and grand undertaking. This aspiration aligns with the supreme Dharma and the path of light. This path is filled with enchanting beauty, leading straight to the gate of life itself. Every person who dedicates their most precious time, their golden years, and all their intelligence to establishing the Lifechanyuan Era becomes a morally upright individual, free from base desires, beneficial to humanity, walking the way of the greatest creator, a true follower of Christ, a devoted disciple of Buddha, a sage embodying human wisdom and virtue, and a true communist. At the end of this path lies the celestial paradise. One achieves the qualities of immortals and Buddhas, and the celestial sail will carry you to your long-awaited Elysium. Walking toward the Lifechanyuan Era is the will of the greatest creator, the hope of Christ, the intent of Buddha, the ideal of humanity's sages, and the aspiration of the laboring masses. To devote everything to this cause is the most valuable life one can live. The deepest teachings of Christ and Buddha, the finest wishes of human sages, and the hopes of kind, diligent people converge here. All who aspire to cultivate the qualities of immortals and Buddhas, all who dedicate their lives to humanity's ideals, all who climb toward the highest realms of life and existence, let us together walk toward the Lifechanyuan Era. Once we embark on the path of establishing the Lifechanyuan Era, the foundation set, the way will arise. True essence and spirit will dwell within, great talents and virtues will emerge. Our vision will be vast, and our mind and heart will dwell in perpetual joy. We will unite with heaven and earth, with the greatest creator, and walk alongside gods, Buddhas, immortals, and sages. No longer will we be driven by wealth or status, nor act for selfish gain, nor err from prejudice, nor sin from desire. The hallmark of the Lifechanyuan Era is the absence of families, religions, political parties, and nations. No wise is left in the wilderness, the world is one family. No thefts, doors remain open at night. Nature is pure and harmonious, society is peaceful, people's hearts are calm, resources are abundant, everyone rejoices. If we live only for our small family, we betray the Lifechanyuan Era. If we live only for the interests of our religion, our political party, or our nation, we also betray it. To live contrary to the Lifechanyuan Era is to live a declining, unworthy, and unremarkable life, far removed from the immortal path above and close to the animal realm below. Establishing the Lifechanyuan Era is the main theme of our times, the inevitable trajectory of human civilization, and the only path for humanity to save itself and step onto a more civilized, magnificent journey. There is no other path of light. Those who take pride only in national power, those who obsessively defend religious doctrines, those who scramble for party interests, and those who boast of wealth and despise the laboring masses will be regarded with disdain by those walking toward the Lifechanyuan Era. Respect will be given, however, to those who regard the world as one family, who wish for the well-being of all, and who contribute even a word, a deed, a written work, or effort toward establishing the Lifechanyuan era. Such people are cultured, intelligent, compassionate, virtuous, and blessed by the greatest Creator. The era of humanity wandering in confusion has ended. The path ahead is clear. All laws return to the origin, all teachings unite as one. Let us establish a peaceful and prosperous age, enter the Lifechanyuan era, step into the sacred realm of harmony, and enjoy the blessings granted by the greatest Creator. Angels of heaven will protect humanity's joy and peace for 1,000 years. Creating and walking toward the Lifechanyuan era is the best path in life and the most wondrous path of practice and cultivation. We are globalists. Response to Calm Mind. Siafeng, April 30th, 2007. Hello, Calm Mind. Thank you for reading your article. Siafeng, how do you manage not to hate the Japanese? And for your question. First, I want to tell you that Lifechanyuan does not belong to any country, political party, ethnic group, or religion. It belongs to all humanity. We follow globalism, not nationalism or ethnocentrism. The Lifechanyuan era we aim to create belongs to all humanity. The term, Chanyuan Celestial, has no nationality. Lifechanyuan originated in Africa. Its ideas were first promoted in Japan, and widely disseminated in North America. The Lifechanyuan website servers are not located in mainland China. We love China, Japan, and all countries across Asia, the Americas, Europe, Africa, and Oceania. We love Chinese people, Japanese people, and all people worldwide. Chanyuan Celestials come from every nation and ethnicity. Many Japanese will also become Chanyuan Celestials. We cannot build Lifechanyuan with hatred. We can only build it with love. When the majority of the world's population becomes Chanyuan Celestials, countries will disappear, religions will vanish, and political parties and families will dissolve. Nations such as the US, UK, Japan, China, etc., will no longer exist. Ethnic hatred will vanish. Therefore, we view the world and its peoples from the perspective of the Lifechanyuan era, not from the historical or present viewpoint. Currently, Lifechanyuan uses Chinese, which may make it seem like a Chinese organization. This is an illusion. In the future, Lifechanyuan will have other languages. When you see Lifechanyuan in English, Korean, or Japanese, you will understand it is not confined to Chinese soil. Culturally, the current Chanyuan Celestials belong to the Chinese nation, but geographically they come from the US, Canada, France, Germany, New Zealand, Taiwan, and mainland China. By nationality, they include Americans and Germans. If I wish, within 3 months they could also be Africans. Thus, Lifechanyuan does not represent China, it represents the world. Lifechanyuan does not involve hatred toward Japanese or Chinese people. You might think Lifechanyuan's ideas are only accepted by some Chinese people and that other nationalities would reject them. I can tell you, people from other nations accept them even more easily. I have discussed Lifechanyuan with people from the UK, Portugal, Brazil, and Africa. They were very interested and asked when an English version would be available. I told them that we are currently completing the overall framework in Chinese, after which we will spread Lifechanyuan globally in other languages. Many people from various nations will then become Chanyuan Celestials. Lifechanyuan safeguards the interests of all humanity, not just the Chinese. Therefore, hatred toward Japan, or any nation, is irrelevant. If you view Lifechanyuan merely as a cultivation group, that is a serious misunderstanding. Lifechanyuan emphasizes teaching people how to be humane, not just cultivation techniques. Lifechanyuan does not follow the paths of Christ, Buddha, Islam, Marx, Lenin, Mao, immortality, or science. It follows the way of the greatest Creator, because Lifechanyuan seeks to unify all teachings and inaugurate a new human era, the Lifechanyuan era. Nationalism and ethnocentrism cannot solve humanity's suffering, they only worsen it. increasing disasters worldwide. We do not encourage hatred, but promote forgiveness, understanding, love, and cooperation. This aligns with Christ's teaching. Love your enemies. Buddha's teachings on compassion, and Confucian principles of benevolence. A knowledgeable, wise, and compassionate person should serve all humanity, not chase narrow self-interest. This distinguishes the noble from the base, humans from animals. Humanity should be guided by its most civilized members, not by representatives of special interests quarreling and competing for territory. This is my answer to your question for your reflection. Wishing you a calm and peaceful heart. The ability of Lifechanyuan to unify the world. Response to Yuan E. Xiafeng, March 4, 2008. Guest Yuan E raised many valuable and practical questions such as: Big talk. How much have you actually done? I read your Chanyuan anthology. It's all about how you can create some kind of utopian society to benefit humanity. But tell me, what real abilities do you have to back up such claims? How would you build this utopia? What measures would you take? I've also read what Qiankun proposed. There's a framework, but how do you implement it? Tai Chi, explain it. If you can't, then don't bother talking. You speak nicely about unifying consciousness, but how? Did Buddha achieve it? Jesus? Marx, Lenin, Mao? Confucius and Mencius? Muhammad? They all preached, but did it unify consciousness? None of these practical men succeeded. How could you? Ha! Everyone knows about transforming consciousness, but the key is how you get people to transform. What ability do you have to achieve that? Just saying it won't work. All sects in 5,000 years have aimed to unify the world. Buddha's 49-year teaching also targeted consciousness, yet the world remains divided. How will you unify it? Just by talking here? I sincerely thank Mr. Yuan E for raising these questions. They provide an excellent opportunity to explain. Your questions can be summarized into 3 points. How to unify the consciousness of all humanity? What abilities does Lifechanyuan possess? By what concrete measures will it be implemented? I will answer them one by one. Unifying global consciousness. Throughout human history, no individual or group has fully revealed or explained the mysteries of the universe, time, space, the origin of the universe, life, humanity, the principles of life, mechanisms of civilization, the relationship between consciousness and existence, worldly conduct, reality and future, matter and antimatter, and other profound questions. Because no one has fully explained these, humanity has been scattered, conflicted, and suffering. Everyone longs for light, for a better life and era. If any person or group could fully explain these mysteries, global consciousness could unify, and humanity could enter a wise leave no land unused, all under heaven as one family. Era, the era of all teachings become one, all laws return to the source. To date, Lifechanyuan has most comprehensively revealed and explained the majority of mysteries concerning humanity. Some deeper secrets remain to be explained, which requires time and opportunity. By systematically, rationally, logically, and intuitively revealing almost all these truths, Lifechanyuan can unify global consciousness. The abilities of Lifechanyuan. Lifechanyuan's main abilities include: for the first time in human history, a clear understanding and explanation of the greatest creator. The first presentation of universal principles for humanity, reverence for the greatest creator, for life, for nature, and following the way of the greatest creator. Identification of the 3 elements constituting the universe: consciousness, structure, and energy. The first explanation of civilization and its mechanisms. The revelation of 8 universal forces. The first explanation of 36-dimensional space. The introduction of 20 parallel worlds using mathematical principles. The first prediction of the grand cosmic life adjustment. Identification of the fundamental crisis of humanity, the crisis of the mind. The foresight that future societies will exist without nations, parties, religions, or families. Classification of humans based on instinct, desire, emotion, reason, and spirit into 5 categories: Hannan people, commoners, mortals, sages, and immortals. The first introduction of the 8 levels of thinking: material, imagery, associative, hallucinatory, mental imagery, Tai Chi, formless, and Hannan thinking. The first vivid explanation of the reality of heaven. Guidance to pursue the highest realms of both life and existence simultaneously. The first explanation of the way of the greatest creator and the path to follow it. Introduction of the 8 great mysteries of life and their meanings. Revelation that humans possess a perception beyond the 5 senses, spiritual perception. Integration of accumulated human knowledge. These are the abilities of Lifechanyuan. Moreover, Lifechanyuan has unified dozens of spiritually resonant sages into a joyful, free, and harmonious family, something unparalleled anywhere on earth. Among its abilities, clearly understanding the scenes of heaven and the path to reach it surpasses any religion or theory. Concrete measures to lead humanity to the Lifechanyuan era. Continue to refine the theoretical system, describing the mysteries of time, space, and life in the simplest language, and provide detailed guidance toward a happy era and the path to heaven. Continuously promote Lifechanyuan, so more sages recognize, understand, and enter the movement. Build the second home for Chanyuan Celestials, offering a model of Lifechanyuan era living for humanity. These are the basic answers. Guest Yuani, if you have further questions, please raise them clearly. 8 types of people needed in the Lifechanyuan era. Siafeng, February 19, 2009. Humanity is about to enter the Lifechanyuan era, a time of all teachings return to one, all laws return to the source, wise leave no land unused, all under heaven as one family, no theft, no locks. Harmonious existence, favorable climate, auspiciousness, and universal happiness. This era is inevitable. It is the natural evolution of civilization and society, independent of any individual's personal will. The Lifechanyuan era has 8 main characteristics. Nations, religions, political parties disappear, and traditional family life dissolves. No courts, judges, or lawyers. No constitutions, laws, regulations, or religious rules, only the Lifechanyuan principles. Everyone follows truth, goodness, beauty, love, honesty, diligence, trust, and harmony as behavioral guidelines, not legal codes. Wars, diseases, hunger, and crime disappear. Humanity shifts from pursuing material pleasure to seeking spiritual and inner fulfillment. Production and life are guided by sages, managed by wise individuals, and coordinated globally. Humans live in harmony with other advanced life forms and nature. From this, we know that only the following 8 types of people are needed in the Lifechanyuan era. Creators of material wealth. Environmental maintainers. Medical and care workers. Explorers of scientific laws. Government administrators. Creators of spiritual wealth. Creators of inner wealth. Navigators of life and existence. Summary of each type. Creators of material wealth. Those who produce food, daily necessities, and conveniences. Examples include agricultural workers, livestock farmers, chefs, clothing manufacturers, industrial workers, builders, water and road engineers. Environmental maintainers. Those who protect living, social, and natural environments, such as sanitation workers, police, and environmental conservationists. Medical and care workers. Those responsible for all stages of human life, including birth, upbringing, health, care for the elderly, and funeral arrangements. Explorers of scientific laws. Those who study, discover, and apply the laws hidden in the universe, such as scientists, engineers, and inventors of electricity, transportation, communication, and daily use technologies. Government administrators. Those who ensure effective production and societal operations, organize work, manage resource distribution, maintain social order, and oversee smooth procedural operations. Creators of spiritual wealth. Those who enrich human spirit, bringing joy, energy, freedom, and happiness. Examples include artists, writers, musicians, actors, filmmakers, and creators of cultural or entertainment content. Creators of inner wealth. Those who educate and guide people to embody truth, goodness, beauty, love, honesty, trust, harmony, peace, and justice in daily life. Primarily educators focused on spiritual and moral development, rather than merely imparting knowledge. Navigators of life and existence. A group of sages without formal authority who guide humanity toward correct life, existence, worldview, and values, designing orderly, harmonious, and auspicious systems, revealing the essence of human nature, time, space, and life, and leading humanity toward the longed-for world of heaven. Unneeded or superfluous people in the Lifechanyuan era. Judges, lawyers, soldiers, politicians, merchants, business owners, bankers, financiers, shamans, priests, embassy staff, immigration officers, customs officials, insurance and financial intermediaries. All these roles and institutions will become unnecessary. Only 1/10 of current government workers may be retained, 9/10 will be superfluous. Every human being should reflect on this and consider transitioning to a role needed in the Lifechanyuan era. Mapping the paths of life and existence. Siafeng, July 27, 2009. Lifechanyuan directly addresses human life and existence. Life and existence are related but distinct concepts. Life is only a short journey of existence in the human world. It is not the entirety of existence. A practitioner must first understand the meaning, value, and significance of life and existence. Without this understanding, human life will inevitably be confused, and existence will lack a beautiful future. To understand the value and purpose of life, one must first know the origin of humans, humanity's coordinates in the universe, our position in the vast cosmic life system, our role and function in the universe. Ultimately, life's purpose is to live a happy, joyful, free, and fulfilled life. This meaning can be reflected in our own structure, or inspired by the blue sky, white clouds, mountains and rivers, blooming flowers, sun, moon, sunlight and rain, and birds in flight. How to obtain a happy, joyful, free, and fulfilled life. It begins with morality. Morality is the behavior that preserves the true nature of the self. Actions or teachings that hinder happiness, joy, freedom, or fulfillment are immoral. Historically, humans have lived largely immoral lives. Families, nations, religions, and political parties often obstruct true human happiness. Particularly, marriage, family, and nations prevent humans from achieving happiness, freedom, and joy. Any teaching or law that glorifies these structures is therefore immoral. How to escape this immorality? Avoid or leave marriage and family when possible. For married individuals, the most effective path is to dutifully care for parents, raise children responsibly, repay debts, and resolve attachments. Then both spouses can enter the Lifechanyuan second home. When the majority of humanity enters the second home, nations, political parties, and religions will naturally disappear. Understanding life. Life is a spiritual, anti-material structure. Its form determines its mode of existence and environment. Observing animals such as mice, dogs, cows, and humans illustrates this clearly. To understand life principles, one must grasp the anti-material world, the origins and trajectories of life, and the mysteries of time and space. For humans, the most beautiful life future lies in heavenly realms, the 1,000-year world, 10,000-year world, and Elysian world with its celestial island continent. These realms are not imagined, they are inevitable outcomes of the laws of positive and negative energy, just as planets exist in the solar system or human organs in the body. How to reach these heavenly realms? Reality is a projection of consciousness. The nature of your consciousness determines the reality you experience. By cultivating the consciousness of 1,000-year world immortals, one reaches the 1,000-year world. 10,000-year world immortals, one reaches the 10,000 world. Elysian world Buddhas, one enters Elysium. Celestial beings, one enters the celestial island continent. Life is subject to universal attraction, linked to debts and karmic ties. These must be resolved, debts repaid, attachments cleared, or else escape is impossible. As Jesus said, even a single unpaid debt can bind one to a place. How to resolve debts and attachments quickly? The Buddha in the Diamond Sutra teaches formless giving. The karmic reward of formless giving is incomprehensible and immeasurable. The best path to formless giving is to participate in building Lifechanyuan. Create the Lifechanyuan era for humanity. Ensure every human, regardless of race, class, or status, can live happily, freely, and joyfully. Restore the natural purity of the environment. Guiding principles. Following Laozi's teaching in the Tao Te Ching. The sage embraces oneness as a model for the world. Oneness is rooted in the way of the greatest creator. Muhammad in the Quran warns, "You cannot escape without relying on the authority of God. Respect and follow the way of the greatest creator." Spiritual treasure. Practitioners must store treasures in heaven. Where your treasure is, there your heart will be. Jesus. Accumulating merit is storing treasure in the heavenly realms. The greatest merit is creating the Lifechanyuan era for humanity. May everyone achieve the wishes of their heart. Open letter from Siafeng of Lifechanyuan to university students. Siafeng, March 29, 2010. Dear university students, both current and graduated. You are diligent and bright, full of talent, and your future is promising. You carry the weight of civilization and the hope of all people on your shoulders. Introduction of Siafeng. I was born in poverty and have traveled nearly 1,000 miles. I founded companies and earned millions. I have a wife and child. My wife is virtuous, my child went to the United States. I am grateful for the greatest creator's protection and blessings, and I now pursue a new initiative, Lifechanyuan. I wish to share my insights openly and create a new path together. Purpose of the letter. The heavens are vast and compassionate, yet most beings do not know how to attain happiness. Jesus and the Buddha left many teachings, but very few follow them. Laozi and Muhammad also gave guidance, but only a few heed it. Humanity, with a history of 5,000 years, faces deep crises and disasters. Urgent action is needed from wise individuals to save the world. We must seize this opportunity to change perspectives and bring happiness to all. Core content. A person with a sound mind who can benefit humanity must possess 3 types of knowledge: knowledge of the greatest creator, knowledge of being a proper human, and knowledge of science and skills. In university, you primarily learn scientific knowledge. Knowledge about the greatest creator and about being human is minimal, fragmented, and unsystematic. Therefore, most university graduates are not fully mentally developed. A sound person should pursue 3 kinds of wealth: spiritual wealth, mental wealth, and material wealth. Spiritual wealth is primary. Without it, a person is like a rootless tree or a waterless stream. Mental wealth prevents a lonely and unhappy life, and material wealth ensures dignity. Maslow's hierarchy suggests fulfilling lower needs first, but I propose starting with the highest needs first. Knowledge of the greatest creator is the understanding of harmony with nature. Knowledge of being human is the understanding of harmonious coexistence with others and society. Knowledge of science and skills is what you learn in school and apply in your work. Lifechanyuan has published nearly 2,000 articles totaling about 4 million words analyzing these subjects. Core concepts. All things contain yin and embrace yang. Yin and Yang are the principle of all change. The world has a material and an anti-material realm. There are 20 parallel worlds, 36-dimensional space, and 36 cosmic formations. Time records material movement and has both vertical and horizontal aspects. Thinking has 8 levels: material, image, associative, illusory, mental imagery, Tai Chi, formless, and Han thinking. Tao is the consciousness of the greatest creator. The universe is holographic and composed of 3 elements: consciousness, structure, and energy. Humans are divided into Han, ordinary, mortal, sage, and immortal types, dominated by instinct, desire, emotion, reason, and spirituality respectively. Consciousness creates reality. Life has 8 great mysteries and universal attraction. Life is a short journey on earth. Its purpose is happiness, freedom, and fulfillment. The ultimate goal is reaching the Elysian world and the celestial island continent. To achieve this, the wise must work to benefit all humanity and guide the world into the Lifechanyuan era. Lifechanyuan era is characterized by no wise left behind, the world is one family, all things safe, doors open at night, harmonious nature, favorable weather, universal happiness, disappearance of nations, religions, and political parties, dissolution of families, unification of teachings and laws, and a single global governance. To realize this, Lifechanyuan founded the second home. After a year of implementation, it serves as a model for human life. Everyone contributes according to ability and receives according to need. Families and marriages are dissolved. All needs, from daily life to health and death, are provided by the home. Children's education and elder care are unified. Members work 6 hours per day. Laziness and selfishness are not allowed. Love and sexual freedom are respected, without ownership that limits others. Weekly entertainment gatherings, elimination of superstition, adherence to the New Era Human 800 Principles. The first year proved effective and successful. Lifechanyuan is now connecting with utopian and communist-style communities worldwide, aiming by 2012 to extend the Lifechanyuan era globally. The goal is for everyone to live in one of 256 second homes worldwide, enjoying a happy, free, and fulfilled life. Hope. Life is like a dream, fully experience it without regret. Fortune and misfortune change constantly. I have the wisdom to preserve truth. Follow me, and your path will be bright. Life is a game. Only existence is true. To achieve your wishes, cultivate truth, goodness, beauty, love, and sincerity. Open the windows to let in sunlight and moonlight, look at distant mountains, and gain life and extraordinary spiritual insight. Human, you must receive education in being a person. Xiefeng, May 20th, 2010. I am the messenger of the greatest creator, incarnations of Jesus Christ, Buddha Shakyamuni, Laozi, and Prophet Muhammad. In tens of thousands of years of human history, only I exist as this unique life. I came to the human world for 2 purposes. First, to guide some qualified people to the 1,000-year world, 10,000-year world, and Elysian world with its celestial island continent. Second, to lead all humanity into the Lifechanyuan era, characterized by no wise left behind, the world is one family, all things safe, doors open at night, harmonious nature, favorable weather, no nations, religions, political parties, or families, social stability, abundance, and a life of happiness, freedom, and fulfillment. I am here to teach you knowledge of the greatest creator and the principles of being human. Every human must receive this education. There is no room for negotiation or bargaining. You must follow this guidance, otherwise the program will remove you from humanity and send you to lower life spaces. For the next 1,000 years, Earth belongs to humanity. All beings from other realms, gods, Buddhas, immortals, demons, aliens, or any other life, must leave or retreat. Humanity will govern Earth alone. Interference or participation from outside will result in imprisonment in the Yin extreme black hole. From now on, all humans will follow the procedures established by Lifechanyuan. Basic principles of being human. Reverence for the greatest creator. Respect and care for nature. Respect and cherish all life. Follow the natural ways set by the greatest creator. Respect the ancestors and sages of all nations. Respect current government leaders. Be diligent, kind, simple, honest, and trustworthy. Honor parents and care for children. Do not fight, kill, seize, rob, steal, or commit theft. Be factual, truthful, consistent, and sincere in word and deed. Avoid extravagance and waste in daily life. Do not practice magic or pursue supernatural powers. Do not worship any idols. Uphold facts, science, logic, and spiritual insight. Avoid superstition. Pursue happiness, freedom, and fulfillment. Do not chase fame, power, wealth, rank, influence, money, beauty, or extraordinary abilities. Be a natural person. Avoid religious or political affiliations and activities. Act openly and honorably. Avoid secretive deeds. Maintain a positive, healthy, and optimistic mindset, demonstrating truth, goodness, beauty, love, faith, and sincerity. Humanity will soon enter the Lifechanyuan era, unifying all teachings and laws. Lifechanyuan has already created the second home lifestyle. All needs, from food, clothing, shelter, daily life, to health and death, are managed by the home. Parental support and children's education are no longer individual responsibilities. Families and marriages are dissolved. People contribute according to ability and receive according to need. Everyone owns nothing yet has everything. The home operates under Handan management without rules, regulations, or supervision. This is not a dream. It has been tested and proven successful. Accept the education of Lifechanyuan. By doing so, you will lose nothing and gain much. You will gain a happy, free, and fulfilled life, and an ideal future for your life. To all virtuous people who wish to become branch directors of Lifechanyuan. Hanun Baby, September 27, 2010. Humanity must enter the Lifechanyuan era. This is the arrangement of the Tao, independent of individual will, and must be realized on earth according to the will of the greatest creator, the plan of Jesus Christ, the great vow of Buddha Shakyamuni, the efforts of Prophet Muhammad, the ideals of Lao Tzu, the wishes of past sages, and the desires of diligent, kind, honest, simple, and trustworthy people. The branch directors of the 256 Lifechanyuan branches are the backbone leading humanity into the Lifechanyuan era. They are the pillars and supporting beams of this era. They must embody Jesus, Buddha Shakyamuni, Muhammad, and Lao Tzu, serve the people wholeheartedly, and be the most exemplary Chanyuan celestial. Branch directors of Lifechanyuan must possess the following qualities and conditions. Fully understand and implement the 800 principles of New Era humanity, and lead by example in practicing them. Always remain humble, serve the people entirely, avoid pride, never dwell on past contributions, never see oneself as a leader, and never act like a bureaucrat. Organize branch affairs scientifically, personally oversee work, and avoid excessive interference. Prioritize the interests of all humanity over any personal gain. Endure hardships first, enjoy benefits later. Have no family. Those with families must dissolve them, own nothing personally, and treat all branch members equally. No special privileges or interest groups may arise. Be kind in appearance and speech. Never lose temper, complain, or act aggressively toward others. Communicate in a consultative manner, and ensure understanding and agreement without imposing will. Conduct all branch affairs transparently. Inform all branch members openly. Do not act secretly. Always obey the government fully and unconditionally, regardless of the branch's strength or government weakness. Do not attempt to replace or defy the government. Entrust life to the greatest creator, let the Tao guide your existence, devote yourself to the branch selflessly, and face risks, fear, and death with courage. unconditionally follow the allocation of the headquarters, maintain friendly relations with other branch directors, avoid comparison or competition between branches, and consult when moving personnel, ensuring the most capable individuals can serve other branches. Additionally, remember, Earth exists for humanity, and the second home created by Lifechanyuan exists to serve Chanyuan celestials. Always prioritize the well-being of each celestial. A strong branch is meaningless if its members are unhappy. Strive to create a place where everyone lives happily, freely, and fully. Sacrifice yourself to benefit all beings. This is the expectation of the guide for every branch director of Lifechanyuan. The sages act selflessly, and the results are beyond imagination. 8 Grounds for the Inevitable Arrival of the Lifechanyuan Era. Siafeng, May 16, 2011. The universe evolves from chaotic disorder to ordered Handan. Things develop from non-existence to multiple layers and spaces. Humanity progresses from ignorance and backwardness to wisdom and civilization. The development of the universe, the evolution of things, and the advancement of humanity are limitless. While one boat sinks, 1,000 sail by. Before a sick tree, 10,000 trees bloom. Old things constantly die, new things constantly emerge. Carts replaced ox carts, cars replaced carts, airplanes replaced cars. This is an inevitable law and outcome. The emergence of any new thing is necessarily influenced by cosmic, natural, historical, social, cultural, and psychological factors. Every era brings new thoughts, new ways of thinking, new methods, and new ethics. Humanity's historical ideas and ethics have reached saturation and face crisis, requiring a painful transition toward renewal. The birth of Lifechanyuan is not accidental. It aligns with the deepest principles of the universe, matches the trend of human civilization, fulfills people's inner pursuit of truth, goodness, beauty, love, faith, and integrity, and reconciles the wills of the greatest creator, deities, sages, and the diligent, kind, honest, and trustworthy masses. It integrates gaps between religion, science, humanities, history, ideals, reality, philosophy, art, cultivation, ethics, and human nature, covering multidimensional knowledge of past and future life and survival. The Lifechanyuan era will inevitably arrive. This is an objective law, independent of human will, and a historical necessity for the evolution toward greater civilization. The following is the logical reasoning behind its inevitability. First, the basic characteristics of the Lifechanyuan era. There will be no nations, no religions, no political parties, no families, no marriage, no courts, no lawyers, no armies, no prisons. No wives left behind. The world is one family. The Tao does not pick up what is lost. Doors are never closed at night. Everything is harmonious, the weather is favorable, and everyone can live a happy, free, and fulfilling life. Here are the 8 grounds for the inevitable arrival of this era. Traditional families are the cells of society and the foundation of nations and parties. If traditional families disappear, nations and parties will inevitably vanish. Increasingly, people are aware of the flaws of traditional family life. With the second home model, copied from the 1,000-year world's heaven-like lifestyle, people will embrace this new life, and once it spreads, nations and parties will naturally dissolve. Lifechanyuan follows a silent nurturing approach. It does not oppose any specific nation, religion, party, family, individual, organization, or class. As Lifechanyuan grows and the second home improves, people will voluntarily abandon former values, life views, and worldviews, naturally leading to the disappearance of families and religions along with the structures and production modes built upon them. The pursuit of self-transcendence is human nature. History shows that material, mystical, ritualistic, or religious pursuits cannot achieve true self-transcendence. The only path is inner, spiritual transformation, which Lifechanyuan provides. Recognition of this compels humanity to enter Lifechanyuan. Lifechanyuan never opposes governments. While nations may disappear, governments must exist to ensure orderly life. Lifechanyuan focuses on the spiritual and mental realms, leading production and daily life to government management. As understanding grows, governments support its development. Lifechanyuan is fully transparent, aligning theory and practice, words and actions. Governments can supervise, people can comment, and the media can report freely. Any deviation from law or public interest can be corrected, ensuring sustainable development. Lifechanyuan prevents itself from becoming an organization. Individuals are independent, follow their own paths, and do not impose their will on others. There are no leaders, hierarchies, or rules, eliminating threats to society or government while allowing natural, steady growth. Lifechanyuan respects all life and nature, causing no harm to humans, animals, plants, or insects. It rejects idol worship, temples, rituals, superstition, drugs, gambling, and oppression. Founders live without personal wealth, and the second home provides for all members equally, ensuring attraction and sustainability of the new human lifestyle. Lifechanyuan's core is following the way of the greatest creator. Its mentors include Jesus Christ, Buddha Shakyamuni, Laozi, Muhammad, and sages throughout history. Lifechanyuan gathers human wisdom's essence, making it humanity's ideal place. This is the key principle and the most reliable guarantee for the inevitable arrival of the Lifechanyuan era. We hope that virtuous people worldwide, willing to help humanity enter the Lifechanyuan era, pay attention to Lifechanyuan and actively participate in building this era. By contributing wisdom and effort, we can eliminate humanity's crises and bring about a new, beautiful era. An open letter to the families of Chanyuan Celestials. Siafeng, June 13, 2011. Respected grandparents, parents, children, husbands, wives, and siblings of all Chanyuan Celestials. Greetings. I am Siafeng, the guide of Lifechanyuan. Given the immense family pressures faced by Chanyuan Celestials, I am writing this open letter to seek your understanding and, more importantly, to sincerely hope that you support your loved ones in joining the second home established by Lifechanyuan and participating in the work of ushering humanity into the Lifechanyuan era. To help you understand Lifechanyuan, I will briefly introduce myself. I was born into a poor family by the Yellow River in northwest Gansu province, with the surname Zhang. My grandfather passed away before I was born, leaving little impression. My grandmother was vegetarian since childhood, even avoiding eggs, and knowledgeable in the ways of immortals, telling me many stories of deities and immortals. My father was a devoted communist. My mother followed traditional cultural practices, offering incense to deities during festivals. At 18, I joined the Chinese Communist Party and held a deep respect for Chairman Mao. I graduated from Dongxiang Autonomous County No. 3 High School. From 18, I served as party branch secretary of a rural production team and instructor of the Commune's art and culture team. Later, I studied at Zhangjiago Geological Technical School, Lanzhou Education Institute, Jiuquan Education Institute, and finally at the University of International Business and Economics in Beijing. I have worked as a drill operator, auto mechanic, electrician, accountant, teacher, office director, and translator in Africa. I also ran businesses including trade companies, shops, nightclubs, bars, and restaurants. I lived abroad for 16 years, interacting widely with people of different races and cultures. I married in 1982. My wife is also a Chanyuan Celestial. Our son studied abroad and works in the U.S. My youngest brother and sister-in-law are also Chanyuan Celestials. My parents have passed away, otherwise, they would certainly have been Chanyuan Celestials in the second home. My spiritual influences are diverse: traditional Chinese rituals, Islamic friendships, communism, Taoism, Buddhism, Christianity, Western New Age teachings, Indian masters such as Osho, and various philosophies, sciences, arts, and music. A transformative event was a peculiar car accident abroad that completely changed my life path, prompting me to found Lifechanyuan and begin deep exploration into the origins of the universe, life, and humanity. I am law-abiding and have no criminal record. My mentors are the greatest spiritual and philosophical figures of humanity. The purpose of founding Lifechanyuan is to gather mature crops into heaven's granary and to usher humanity into the Lifechanyuan era. Lifechanyuan's mission is to respect the greatest creator, life, and nature, and follow the way of the greatest creator. Your loved ones became Chanyuan celestials to achieve a happy, free, and fulfilling life, and to extend their life into the 1,000-year world, 10,000-year world, and the Elysian world and its celestial island continent. The path to this is through the second home and selfless contribution to the Lifechanyuan era. Currently, there are challenges. Chanyuan celestials already in the second home may feel troubled due to your concerns, and those not yet entered may be prevented from joining. I must tell you, your attempts cannot stop the trend. Humanity must enter the Lifechanyuan era, or endless suffering will continue. Marriage and traditional family life, as shown by thousands of years of human history, are a boundless sea of suffering. They must end. Your loved one becoming a Chanyuan celestial is your honor. Entering the second home early is your blessing. Support them. You may wonder what happens to you after your loved one leaves. I have planned for you. By learning about Lifechanyuan and the second home, you too can apply to become Chanyuan celestials and live there. Some families already live entirely in the second home, spanning grandparents, parents, children, and grandchildren, all happy. The second home guarantees that everyone no longer worries about food, clothing, shelter, illness, or aging. Parents are free from concern for children, children free from worry for parents, husbands and wives free from mutual anxieties. Everyone can live a happy, free, and fulfilling life. This is not mere rhetoric, it is reality. Once inside, few would return to traditional life, because the new way of life is far better. I understand your worries, fear of aging without care, loss of support, social judgment, concern for safety, and governmental intervention. Know this, Chanyuan celestials are motivated by a sense of mission, not neglect. They are the most civilized and cultivated people in today's world, paving a new life path for everyone, including you. To ease concerns, you are welcome to visit the second home at any time, see your loved ones' lives firsthand, and experience the complete communist-style life of. No one takes what is lost, doors never closed at night, where everyone is satisfied and happy. We must move forward, toward a happier, freer, brighter, and better future. For this, some sacrifice is necessary. The path of selfishness leads only to despair and suffering. The way forward is a path to life, to heaven. Do not be deceived by temporary peace. Prepare in advance to avoid disaster and secure a beautiful future. Let your loved ones explore this new realm first. This is your hope. Let go. Despite current pain or misunderstanding, trust in this guidance, and you will be blessed. Your love is limited. Mine is boundless and unconditional. Love means letting go. Give your loved ones freedom. Would you be unhappy if they reached heaven first? I trust you are not so selfish. May you pass through this anxious period and await a vibrant, beautiful future. With deepest respect. CFing. No need for ID cards or any documents in the Lifechanyuan era. CFing, December 24, 2011. In the Lifechanyuan era, countries, political parties, religions, and traditional families will disappear. Nations will merge, humanity will become one global family, and everyone will live in a communist society. Consequently, all forms of identification and documentation, such as ID cards, birth certificates, residence permits, work IDs, passports, will lose their purpose. Diplomas, professional certificates, accounting, teaching, engineering, driving licenses, etc., contracts, insurance documents, charters, constitutions, laws, regulations, and even currency will all become unnecessary. This is because in heaven, none of these exist. Communist life is the initial social form of heaven, and the Lifechanyuan era represents the first threshold into this heavenly order. You might ask, will this lead to chaos? Will society become disorganized? The answer is no. When families, parties, nations, and religions disappear, human conflicts over interests also vanish. When everyone owns nothing and shares resources, crime decreases dramatically, almost disappearing. When people cultivate and express their inherent qualities of truth, goodness, beauty, love, faith, and sincerity, all chaos becomes order. When the weeds of selfishness, greed, laziness, envy, and hatred are removed from the human heart garden, harmony and warmth fill every corner. A full theoretical discussion could explain why the absence of documents does not cause disorder but instead creates peace and order. However, evidence speaks louder than theory. The 1,000-year world of heaven provides the best example. For those unfamiliar, Lifechanyuan's second home offers proof. In nearly 3 years of its creation, no documents were used, yet there has been no crime, and everything remains orderly, harmonious, and warm. If the second home model is replicated globally across 256 branches, this ideal will be fully realized. Of course, realizing such a society requires a theoretical foundation. This is the Lifechanyuan philosophy. If everyone in the world studies and follows Lifechanyuan principles carefully, reading the Chanyuan anthology and Siafeng anthology, everything will naturally fall into place. As the guide, in nearly 3 years of building the second home, I have never checked any Chanyuan Celestial's ID card, nor do I know their full name or address. I do not investigate ancestry, educational background, or professional titles. I treat every Chanyuan Celestial as family. I rely on integrity, assign tasks based on personal skills and interests, and never ask about degrees or past work experience. The result: the second home functions perfectly. Everyone works diligently and voluntarily, and the home grows healthier and more beautiful every day. Trust in the greatest creator, trust in goodness, and everything will resolve. No documents, contracts, or agreements are necessary. In the Lifechanyuan era, teachers and preachers must support themselves. Siafeng, December 25, 2011. In the Lifechanyuan era, labor will be the primary duty of every global citizen. Everyone must participate in either creative physical labor or essential work that sustains daily life. The number of managers will be drastically reduced. On average, 1 manager is sufficient for every 300 people. In other words, 1 person will handle the food, clothing, housing, healthcare, and daily production needs of 300 people, without a second person involved. For example, if the Earth has 300 million people, there will be only 1 million managers. Everyone else will be frontline laborers. Thus, there will be only 2 kinds of people in the Lifechanyuan era: managers and laborers. Managers will be the most hardworking individuals. They must be physically strong, energetic, meticulous in thinking, and mentally agile. They cannot receive any special treatment regarding food, clothing, housing, or daily life. They must be servants and helpers of the people. Consequently, there will be no dedicated preachers or religious instructors supported by others. Anyone teaching or spreading knowledge, including religious teachings, must first be a frontline laborer contributing to production and creation. The teacher's duty is to instruct, share knowledge, and resolve doubts. Teaching God's knowledge and guiding moral development is the responsibility of the teacher. Therefore, in the Lifechanyuan era, the task of spreading spiritual and moral teachings will be undertaken by teachers, who are also frontline laborers. Schools in the Lifechanyuan era will offer only 3 courses: knowledge of the greatest creator, knowledge of being human, and knowledge of science and technology. Teachers and preachers will teach the first 2 courses, knowledge of the greatest creator and knowledge of being human. The production system and way of life in the Lifechanyuan era. Response to questions from Chi Feng Jusher. Siafeng, May 27, 2014. The Lifechanyuan era is a time of highly civilized harmony among humans, society, and nature. Its main features are the disappearance of marriage and family, ethnicities, races, political parties, religions, and states. Private property and money are eliminated. People honor truth, goodness, beauty, love, and integrity. Hearts are pure, talent is not wasted, and the world becomes one family. In this era, people revere nature, and their views on life, values, existence, and the universe undergo profound change. These shifts lead to significant changes in production and lifestyle. Many modern industries and practices will become obsolete, and people will focus more on spiritual and mental fulfillment, with material enjoyment limited to satisfying natural physiological needs. The full arrival of the Lifechanyuan era requires a great purification, a spiritual purification. Every individual must undergo a deep cleansing of the mind. Without this purification, the Lifechanyuan era would remain a mere fantasy, and the efforts of Lifechanyuan and the Chanyuan celestials would be like children playing pretend. Humanity's current ways of life and production would continue to follow natural patterns, and the era would never truly arrive. Given current levels of civilization and spiritual awareness, imagining the production system and lifestyle of the Lifechanyuan era is impossible. Many questions will arise that cannot be resolved, but in reality, all concerns you can imagine today will not exist in that era. For example, worries like people doing whatever they feel like, or experienced workers refusing to guide newcomers, with excellent and poor performers treated the same, leading to chaos, will simply not occur. The government will continue to exist, and production will be fully organized and arranged by it. All aspects of production will be reasonable, scientific, efficient, fair, and humane, with no conflicts. This government will consist of wise and virtuous individuals, social elites, and the backbone of civilization, capable of arranging all production activities in perfect order. Trying to imagine the Lifechanyuan era microscopically based on today's reality cannot provide solutions. For instance, concerns about unequal treatment are irrelevant because people's hearts and awareness in that era have transcended such thoughts. Similarly, fears that experienced workers will not teach or guide newcomers do not exist. They simply will not think or act that way. As for power, people will not desire it. It is burdensome and dangerous. Yet production can still operate efficiently, with every stage, from our /&D to production, resource allocation, assembly, and maintenance, managed diligently. The production system will meet humanity's natural needs. Unnecessary items will not be produced. People will value simplicity, environmental protection, and sufficiency, avoiding luxury goods and extravagant decorations. If this seems hard to imagine, look at the Lifechanyuan second home. There, without power hierarchies and with equal treatment for all, people's enthusiasm and creativity are higher than ever. In a short time, 3 picturesque paradises have been created, orderly and harmonious. Facts show that in the Lifechanyuan era, everyone will enjoy happiness, freedom, and joy. Even billionaires and government leaders will appreciate this lifestyle. The second home's lifestyle reflects that of the Lifechanyuan era. While Earth differs from the 1,000-year world in size, resources, and population density, technology and invention will be needed to reduce labor intensity and meet basic needs. Transportation and communication will differ, but energy use will fundamentally change, no longer harming the Earth. A few questions about the 1,000-year world. Is there no technology, like spaceships or space travel? Answer: why do you need technology? Why travel to space? Do people live 1,000 years just sightseeing and building houses and bridges? Answer: there is a richer variety of life. Will bridges and houses be overcrowded if construction continues for centuries? Answer: the 1,000-year world is 10 times larger than Earth, with only 200 million inhabitants, no overcrowding. Are transportation and communication primitive there? Answer: slow, peaceful life is preferred. Celestial beings fly in the sky, no need for tech. How does low fertility work if women have multiple heat periods? Answer: fertility is naturally limited. After a few pregnancies, conception becomes difficult. Is modern civilization wrong compared to the 1,000-year world? Answer: that is the earliest form of paradise life. Copying it allows humans to reach it, But today's civilization is not entirely wrong, just needs a return to natural, sustainable ways. Thank you, Qifeng Jusher, for your thoughtful questions. Solemn announcement: the Lifechanyuan Canada Life Oasis is born today. Siafeng, September 29, 2017. I solemnly announce that today, September 29, 2017, the Lifechanyuan Canada Life Oasis is officially born. This is the glory of the greatest creator, the supreme master of the universe, Buddha God, the honor of humanity, revered by gods, Buddhas, immortals, and saints throughout history, the distinction of all sages of humanity, the happiness of all Chanyuan celestials, and the blessing for present and future generations of mankind. Bathed in the divine light of the greatest creator and following the teachings of gods, Buddhas, immortals, and saints, and through the wholehearted efforts of all Chanyuan celestials, Lifechanyuan has finally entered the international stage. The history of Lifechanyuan has opened a new chapter. From now on, the banner of respecting life, revering nature, honoring the greatest creator, and following the way of the greatest creator will fly proudly until the 1,000-year Lifechanyuan era concludes. The birth of the Lifechanyuan Canada Life Oasis marks the beginning of the Lifechanyuan era. This is the first year of the Lifechanyuan era. From the cosmos to celestial phenomena, from nature to society, from individuals to collectives, all will evolve toward the characteristics of the Lifechanyuan era. National borders will gradually disappear, global citizens will freely migrate, and the long-awaited golden age for humanity will slowly arrive. The Lifechanyuan Canada Life Oasis begins with 10 acres of land